Welcome back to the channel. So this is another one of the Tanks in Detail series, and this one has pictures that I've taken of the tank down at Bovington. So these will be up on the Patreon page, which is free for everyone to view. So there's a link down below if you want to use these pictures for your reference as part of any Tamiya Mark VII Churchill builds, for instance. Then feel free to just follow the link, and you'll be able to grab them and download them as you see fit. So something a little bit different with this one, as I wasn't able to find the amount of information that I would have liked. The Mark VII was basically the 1944 production, getting towards the end of the production of the Churchill series, and it had a better gun, still the 75mm gun in the turret, but it was an upgunned version. Even though the previous one had a 75mm, and it was up armoured as well, so it had a huge amount of armour at the front, up to about over 150 mils of armour at the front, which was as heavy as it got. So it was much heavier, a little bit wider, and quite a lot bigger. But the important thing with these pictures, I thought it was worth pointing out, and I noticed in person when I was down at Bovington, is just how rough the texture is all over it. So we did a bit of cast texture in this model. And when you see the close-ups of the turret, and even the whole sides as well, it really is very, very heavy all over it. So you could go to town and resurface this one, and it would be the entire turret and below the track guards that are on the top of the side plate. So it's the side of the hull that we're seeing just here. That whole run on the whole side is kind of like a cast metal, and then there's the metal plates that bolt onto that at the top, and they're more of a sheet metal, so it's not got the cast texture, which is quite an interesting feature, I thought, when I came across that. So I was quite interested by it. And you can see going all the way around this vehicle that there's quite a lot of interesting parts to it. This is actually not technically a Mark VII. This is the flamethrower variant. The Mark VII's up in Duxford, but I didn't get to go there. So this is the best we can do, but you can kind of fill in the gaps here. I'm not sure about those oxygen bottles. I think they are on the back there of the turret bin. I assume that must be the right colour, but Bovington do some funny things, so you want to check that. But it's quite a bright orange colour. And there you can see some of that really rough texture now on the side of the turret, and that's what I was getting at. So it's something that's quite unusual. But anyway, so hopefully these pictures are of interest. It's a bit of a smash and grab to get down and grab these pictures before the second lockdown, but I managed to get some time to do that. So as always, thanks for staying tuned, and you've got the next part of the Churchill build coming up tomorrow, which will finish off that series, and then we'll be looking at the Zvezda Mark IV Sherman A2 variant the week after that. So we'll be straight into that one. So as always, check the link below for the Patreon page where you can download these pictures, and I'll see you in the next video.